the last point I wanted to make about this whole thing is how it reconnects back to our businesses. If we have art and film and we're controlling the production system of our art and film, this is where all of our great music producers, like the beat makers, you have all of the people who have been incarcerated and who have the pleasure of actually being released from incarceration, and these are plenty of where your characters can come from. Okay, black men who need a way this is a way for them to give back, right? The way that they can give back is through their experiences, their philosophies, what they've been through, what they see, and what they know. Okay. Another thing that we need to have as well is, of course, the production people, of course, and as well as your artistic people, right? And your people with just visions, people with premonitions, people with ideas, people who have prophecies. I mean, everybody has them dreams, right? So, because our culture, we have a lot of different things, and people can really come together and put their talents and put their gifts together and actually create something, right? So I'm looking at all the job opportunities that could be created through art and production films, right? So many different peoples that really don't get that get out the limelight, because we have so many things that we have, right, that we don't cater to because there's no way of making money off it. People have dreams and visions and actual prophecies, right? There's no way of them for being able to tell these prophecies for real like that, right? You have so many people who are artists. Artists don't have really too many ways in which they can make money from simply just their art and how much they put into their artwork. You have people who are creative in storytelling who can create these characters which just are out of their imagination, right? And these different types of environmental settings, right? These people, they don't have a way of really of using their gifts to get something, right? So art and film production is very important for people to be able to see the benefits of their fruits, right? Because in our culture, we have so many fruits that we craft and that we put so much time into, or that we can't put time into because there's no way of making money off of it. So art and film is crucial and extremely important to give an outlet for people to be able to actually reap what they sow, or actually be able to enjoy the fruits of their gifts, right? And art and film production is not the only way that people need to actually be able to. There's plenty of other businesses that we need to create that are culturally based in order for people to actually see the full benefits of their fruits, right? Basketball is obviously another one, right? We have so many of our great athletes who just come down, who have an athletic career and want to go to the NBA. But going to the NBA is like, I think below a 1%. There's below a 1% chance that you can go to the NBA, right? You have a little bit of a better chance playing overseas or playing in one of these other TBL leagues. But after you retire and after that career is over, what you gonna do? Even NBA players face this feat. Every athlete has to come back to the day where his career ends, and he has to ask himself, what is he going to do to make money? And what is he going to do for the remainder of his life, right? So this art and film is very important because this is the creative side of of ourselves, right? We craft ourselves physically working in whatever we're doing as athletes, right? We use so much physical energy that we never have time to really actually build our mental capacity, build our brains, right? Our imagination, who we truly are, our brains, right? Art and film, this would be another way for people to really get their creativity out, because Black people got so much creativity, and what's important is that people be able to express that creativity, and that way it doesn't go to waste, right? Because creativity is something that comes from above, right? This is something that is a higher connection, right? This is something that comes from, something else. And we have to be able to express these things. That we can't just neglect the higher the higher things that we're given, right? So this is an operation to help us be able to help Black people be able to enjoy the fruits or express the our higher our gifts, right? Because it's too much blind. It's been like this for even since the days of the Black codes and Reconstruction, right? Our gifts, what we're naturally gifted in, and our culture. There's no means of us to work in the system with this culture, right? So we have to be able to use our businesses, our economy, to be able to create a system to where we're actually implementing all aspects of ourselves. That way we can continue to properly grow, right? So that's basically what we want to talk about. We know the more we create these businesses like this, like art and film production, right? Like the music, maybe even just the beats. There's so many Black people who have amazing beats. Businesses like these, right? Where we can grow them and do business and circulate our economy through our culture, right? So yeah, this is one of many things that is very, very crucial and very important, right? I want to ask y'all, right? I want y'all to think about a few things that you have, whether it's through your imagination, that you believe. What type of creative things do you have? What type of creative things do you don't craft to or do craft to? Because I know there's many things, aspects of ourselves, from our instincts, from our intuition, and these aspects of ourselves, dreams we have. We don't really take to these things and actually start seeing them as important. But what I'm going to challenge you right now by saying that those things are just as important as everything else you do. But the only difference is that your intuition, your instincts, and your dreams and things like that they don't seem to make you money. They don't make you immediate money, right? So that's why they get left, right? So I'm going to encourage you, everybody watching these videos, to strengthen your intuition, strengthen your instincts, and your ability to interpret dreams, right? And dream more. To dream more, you have to eat less at night, right? So I encourage you to do these things and to take importance and pride in these certain things, as well as the aspects of you that make you money, right? I'm gonna end on that note. But man, just make sure, man, y'all pay attention to these things, man, that don't make y'all money or that get left behind, that you feel, or that your instincts just, you know what I'm saying, like your intuition, your instincts, things like that. Pay attention to these things and your dreams, because these things are just as important as everything else. Even the things that make money, because they try to promote this image on social media to where of trying to get you to program you to what's important and what's not important, right? The things you do see on social media is important, and the things you don't see is not important, right? The hip hop culture that we had from like A Tribe Called Quest and back in the day is not important, but Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and all this other stuff you see is important, right? this is what I'm getting at right here, right? So you have to take time and really see for yourself what is important to you. What what do you feel is important? Because what you feel is important, some type of higher connection is telling you that that thing is important. But what you see on in society and social media is telling you completely different, right? So you got to strengthen these things right here. It's these things that something else from above is telling you that's important, right? So this is how we start to overcome some of these problems that we don't that we fall short of, right? If we can do that, if we can listen, right, and be understanding and obedient to these things, right, and not cater to the influence of everything else that's outside of us, and understand what outside of us really represents, then we'll be able to actually overcome some of these extra challenges that we be facing and that we be going through. And again, like, this is the importance of art and film, by the way, to encourage people to actually cater to their instincts, their intuition, their dreams, their premonitions, and their prophecies. All right. Because these prophecies are something that comes from above, and everything else that you see on social media is something, that's that is it's carnal, right? So this is just some of the other stuff that's important with when we talk about art and film, right? It's not talking about art and film as a sense to get religious or get something like that, but this is a means of a way of getting people to take control over and really think about some of the things that the other important thing that you don't see in social media and in this fake society, right? So that's the importance of art and film right there, right? To really grasp the importance of to make you think, just to make you think, right? So on that note, we're going to go ahead and conclude this little lecture right here. This was kind of a rough, this was kind of like a rough, loose lecture of thoughts as well. But keep checking out the page. I'm going to have more educational videos, of course, and so stay tuned.